Okay, we all know that shooting through sheetrock is not that big a deal, and we all basically have a pretty good idea of what kind of penetrating power we're going to have on the other side of a wall if we shoot through a wall inside our house. Well, my house is not like everybody else's. Mine's an older home, made in the 50s. Therefore, it has plaster walls. If you don't know anything about plaster walls, you can't hang up a picture by just pounding a nail into the wall. It's never going to work. Look at this. See, mine are composed of layers. You can see an outside facing or covering, and then there's a layer of what's like a concrete or sand and grit mixture, and then there's a thin piece of sheetrock behind it. So in my home we have two of these separated by the 2x4 on the walls. So my curiosity was, what's the penetrating power really going to be like in my house through my walls? You're looking at, little over a half-inch thick there. So my objective is to go to a local range where they let me do a lot of really cool stuff there, pretty much anything I want as long as it's safe. And we're going to test this out. I'll use some Corbon hollow points and some full metal jacket to look at penetrating power. So now I got to go to the store and see if I can't find me a hunk of meat, because I don't have any ballistics gel, and this is going to be extremely scientific. Right? Right. Okay, made it back after our test. Sadly, I was really kind of stupid. We got set up there, and there was nobody else on the range at the time, so we were able to do what I wanted to do. But in my haste to get this done before somebody else walked in the door, we neglected to put the camera up and film the actual shooting of the mock wall. So, there you have it. Now we got the results. There you go. This is the Corbon hollow point entry hole, and this is just a standard Winchester white box 9mm full metal jacket. As you can see, the entry hole in that hollow point is considerably larger than the full metal jacket. I suspect because the plaster is hard that this round started to expand prior to actually penetrating the wall. You look inside, you can see where it slammed the plaster around the hole. And then here's our exits. Corbon hollow point is here on the right, and that's the full metal Winchester round. Okay, so just punching holes through the wall really doesn't tell me anything. I knew the bullets were going to go through the wall, so we needed something, another medium on the other side to look at penetrating power after it passed through these plaster walls. And ballistics gel is too expensive, and I'm just kind of a poor guy, so I ended up using something else, some Gallus domesticus. For those of you that don't know Latin, that means chicken. Yes, I put a whole chicken. You see this? Whole chicken. He is in this neatly denim wrapped and tied pant leg of mine. And here's our entry holes. This one here is the hollow point, the Corbon hollow point. That, as you can see, it was pretty well expanded when it came out of that wall. And then this one is the 9mm full metal jacket. So now it's time to do surgery on our chicken. We're losing him, doctor! Enough of that. Let's get to work. Yes, I left them in the plastic, mainly because I didn't want to really get the range messy at all. That's not damaged tissue here now. Okay. Wow, this goes all the way back. Again, this really isn't a good ballistics gel check because, you know, the chicken is hollow after all. A lot of bone fragments in there. Again, this one goes all the way to the back too. I'm not sure where the bullet is in there. I don't feel that one there. That's bone. Okay. They're both in this cavity, so I suspect they moved around when I was picking up a chicken and moving it around and stuff like that. So they're probably floating around in here someplace, although I don't feel it. There's the other one. Hello! I know, it's disgusting. Stop it. Don't laugh at me. Okay, I'll come back in a second. I'm going to get the bullets out first. Okay, so the hollow point actually went all the way through the chicken and out of the bag, but did not penetrate the denim. It's full of grit, you know, from the wall. You see that? Look at the expansion on that. That's pretty good. The full metal is not in here though, so it's still in the bird. Gotta go back to look for it. Okay, the full metal jacket actually did come out the other side. I missed it before. It was such a small hole and I didn't really notice it. So we don't have the full metal jacket one. Okay, so there you go. Now I have an idea of what the penetrating power is of the ammo that I use in my home with my walls. And so do you if you have plaster walls or these ancient thick hardcore 3-layer things. So I don't know, that's it for today. Now it's time for lunch. I think I'm gonna have chicken.